NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Wright's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Leads to third down and 1.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Let's go. Vikings, combo 18,
McCarthy operating from the gun. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Vikings first down.
Now McCarthy. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll give this to Wright, running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush can just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it, here's McCarthy. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Lenore. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
A
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Purdy. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm going to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm up QB2. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score.
And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Jalen Wright, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 42-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy bootlegging it. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Watch out!
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing here, Purdy. Touchdown! A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw McCarthy. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That coach is always harped on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jalen Wright, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Get set. Watch out.
Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
They go play action here. Purdy
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. McCarthy off the play fake.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On play action, now McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
70 ranges. Let's go.
To the air again, McCarthy.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 8.
Second and a couple.
Second and 2.
Purdy now to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Outside. Line around up. Yellow. Yellow.
Now Purdy.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers. A little bit more to the perimeter, perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Get set, get set.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's complete to Pearsall.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And the 49er, 1st down.
Outside.
1st and 10 at the 26.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down right around the 25.
Credit the tackle to Theo Jackson. Now 2nd and 9.
Box. 18. Watch out. Left. Up.
Purdy off the play fake.
Wide open receiver complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Ricky Pearsall.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's McCarthy.
And right with it here over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Throwing is McCarthy.
He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
Here we go. 19, Tiger. Trap 60. Track 60. Go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Viking 18.
to throw. McCarthy. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Right. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Touchdown, Vikings!
Theo Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
49ers 14. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Kevin. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Get set, get set.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. Powering his way forward. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be a touchdown, but he's got the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Here's Purdy.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49er first down.
Play action. Now Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And throwing here, Purdy.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
It's now 3rd down and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Looking to throw. Purdy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A big play looming on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This is first